Morgan State students will now reap from the smallest of benefits. Continuing his father's commitment to education, Dr. Wilson, along with Morgan State University, will be launching a $5 scholarship fund, which will aid in lowering the rising tuition and student loans. And speaking of rises, Maryland drivers may now be paying a little bit more at the pump. Here's Tamia Gaines with the story.
Just when they were going down, gas prices may be going back up. Governor Martin O'Malley is proposing a 15-cent gas tax in Maryland, but some commuters aren't in favor of this new legislation.
I don't drive like on a regular, but when I do have to drive, it's going to suck to have to pay more gas. I'm a college student, I got to put my money towards tuition, not towards gas.
I work my own business. I'm a contractor, so I do a lot of driving, and I could see that hurting my wallet a little bit.
Gas tax increase will go towards infrastructure repair to make up for losses in what O'Malley calls an investment deficit. The Maryland governor says this type of increase will put people back to work more quickly, and transportation experts agree.
When each person thinks about that and study a little bit about that, I'm going to agree that although you may suffer a little bit to pay more toward the gas, but overall you're going to be better off.
If the panel approves the gas tax increase, gas will go to about 39 cents a gallon. In Baltimore, I'm Tamia Gaines, WMSU TV.
Some leading business groups support this gas tax, including the Greater Baltimore Committee.
22-year-old James Coleman was shot and killed by police last week in a shootout. Coleman was suspected of a double shooting last week at Arundel Mills Mall. In other news, while other Occupy movements around the country have been forced to close camp, Occupy Baltimore protesters have remained in McKeldin Square for more than 40 days. There is no word from the mayor on when the protesters will be forced to leave. Morgan State students haven't been too happy about the police escort service. Christiane Yetchi has more on the story.
The Morgan State Police escort places the safety over the university as its highest priority. However, there seems to be some dissatisfaction amongst the campus.
I transferred here this semester, and I didn't know my way around campus, and I called the police, escorted to take me back to Morganview, and it took about 35 minutes for them to come.
I would easily rate them as a C-, possibly D+, if I were to rate them based on the experience I've had with them.
Chief Wiggins is chief of police at Morgan State.
It started out a bit shaky because it was something new that the department and the university, new to the department and the university, and it has gone through a maturation process. You do have some periods of time where things are a little bit disconnected because it was a learning curve for all, a learning curve for the officers, for the department, and the community as well, because many members of the community did not understand what the escort service was or what it should be used for.
Morgan State Police is working to improve the quality of the escort service. For WMSU TV, I'm Christiane Yetchi.
There's been a new addition to Morgan State's communications family. Christiane Yetchi got a chance to catch up with Miss Valentine, the new career and academic advisor.
Miss Valentine, I'm really happy that we got you here today, and Morgan State is so honored to have you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I know it's your first semester here. Yes. So I wanted to ask you, what made you want to go into television as a child?
It's funny because I thought I wanted to act, and when I went to the University of Maryland College Park, I majored in theater. But after that, I think at one point I thought about radio, television, and film, and I thought about changing my major, but at that point it was kind of like too late.
Yeah.
So after college, I did some volunteer work with Maryland Public Television, and very much enjoyed the production side of television.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it all started.
So in college, you were doing theater, acting, but never television.
No.
But did you like it once you started working?
Oh, I loved it.
You loved it. What was your first television job would you say that you enjoyed? I know some may not be so pleasant, but...
Well, Maryland Public Television was the first job.
Oh, and that was out of college?
Okay. And then after that, I worked with the Montel Williams Show in New York.
To view the full feature, go to www.blogger.com/TGCO broadcast. This ends this morning's newscast. I'm Tamia Gaines.
And I'm Christiane Yetchi.
Thanks for watching WMSU TV.